Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, there's going to be a pair of wide receivers looking to make big plays on the field. It's Beckham's Giants going up against Bryant's Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up in an offset eye. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, and
he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They'll send Beckham in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. One man in the backfield, Elliott.
Here we go.
And he'll get it up the middle. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
Come on, let's go. Grand 30. Here we go.
They go to Elliott again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. White, 90.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And the defense for New York.
Jason Pierre-Paul, so good to see him back on the field, resuming his place as one of the elite pass rushers in the league.
Second and goal from the 1. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Giants are going to get a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Darkwan. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
With a 5th-round man, Paul Perkins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The New York Giants offensively, their starters, and one guy out wide to take a look at, Sterling Shepard.
A really mature man in every way coming out of Oklahoma. Personally and professionally, you can play him out wide, play him in the slot. He can return punts for you. He's a dynamic playmaker.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run with Darkwan. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. On the run, Darkwan. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Perkins. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And the back goes into motion. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Darkwa, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go.
They'll try and power it home with Whitlock, the fullback. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
It's a quarterback sneak. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid gain there in the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Orleans Darkwa with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after here coming up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. One man in the backfield, Elliott. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They come out here in the eye. Here's Perkins on first down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat. Yeah,
a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
On now is Brad Wing to kick it away for the Giants. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball on the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the 1st down.
And 5 in the secondary now. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got time. Going to throw right side here, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver, 79 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come out here in the eye. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And ready for 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They come out here in the eye. They run with a fullback Smith. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Beckham, the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Carry to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they'll run it here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
2nd down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Beckham will go in motion right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And they'll toss it out to Perkins. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. He's got time in the pocket. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll set up a throw. And it is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And as the referee is under the hood, and we're seeing this as well, he's watching the knee, isn't he?
Similar to a bang-bang play in baseball where you're listening to the sound of the ball hitting the glove at first base while watching the runner's foot hit the base. Which one came first? Did the knee hit the ground or did the ball come loose?
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Ten yards still left on second down.
Watch left. Start right there. Let's go.
A second down throw for Prescott. And his pass incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. Another pistol look here. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second down, 8. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. Now 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Beckham. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part was the perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks, and he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. And now they're in the hurry-up. Out of the gun now on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
4 down. All right, here we go. 3-19. Check. No. Check. Let's go. Watching that, Barney.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch it now, Barney.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Set, 319! 319!
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. And now a fumble. The ball's out. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now!
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. In motion, left Shepard. They'll run again now with Darkwan. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They come up in an offset eye. first and goal at the 3-yard line now. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Slot man moves right. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And some space here. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. switch it up here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They pitch to Perkins. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2nd down and 4. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
How many times do we hear from coaches getting north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. Two yards to go here on 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
1 man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass, and completing it.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Detroit.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be a Dallas first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Green, 39.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front. But then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone. Back there in Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the eye. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give to Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Gun! Now let's go. Green, 39.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field.